Hello, welcome to another coffee chat with the editor of the International Journal of Food Science and Technology. I'm Charles Brennan, and with me today is Dr Elisa de Arcangelis from
Campus Bio-Medico, University of Roma.
I'm glad you said that, not me.
No, it's fine.
But thank you very much for coming today.
Thank you for the invitation.
What we want to do is talk a little bit about one of your papers that you wrote, I think, in 2022.
Yes.
About the effects of high amylose starch in pasta.
Yes.
But I know that you've done other work in
Yes.
terms of breads and other products and stuff like that.
Okay.
So please, why do you think high amylose starch and starch is so important for us?
Yes, okay. Thank you very much for the question. We explored this topic given also by our previous background of research about high amylose sweets. So let's just introduce briefly. High amylose sweets are genotypes that present a higher amylose content. So at the same time, they also accumulate a higher resistant starch content, which is a fraction of starch which is not digestible for the enzymes. So it is accounted as a dietary fiber.
So we can't break those down?
No.
Okay.
So that's very important because it can have multiple beneficial effects on human health. And so we explored the possibility to enhance the use of high amylose wheat genotypes for different types of products, specifically in this paper for pasta. So what we did was, of course, exploit a little bit our previous knowledge on the high amylose wheat. So we used a high amylose bread wheat that we milled with a hard wheat meal instead. And we produced a semolina type flour. So we went on further including the semolina type flour into pasta. We made different formulations, so accumulating 30%, 50%, 70% high amylose semolina, and we also produced 100% high amylose semolina pasta and a control pasta made only with durum wheat semolina. So after that, we wanted, of course, to evaluate the nutritional properties, but it's very important that that product also meet the consumer's acceptability. So we also explore the cooking quality of pasta. So what are our main results? Basically, this type of pasta have a very high content of resistant starch, and also the impact of the expected glycemic index was very important. In fact, we observed a significant decrease of the expected glycemic index. But regarding the cooking quality, we had important results for what concerned the pasta produced using 30%, 50%, and 70% high amylose semolina. But unfortunately, with 100% semolina pasta, we had a very low cooking quality.
Okay. So one of the things, I love cereal foods, but it does things to my waistline.
Yes.
So, how can we use your information in terms of that nutritional, that glycemic? So what's the glycemic load and how does that affect us nutritionally?
Okay. So we measured the expected glycemic index with an in vitro model. So we measured the glucose released after the digestion. So of course, this is very important, for example, for those people who want to manage the glycemia during a meal, and or for those that eventually want to make healthier choice in their diet. Resistant starch has also an health claim within the European regulations. So we can also bear a health claim related to the possibility to a better management of the glycemic load after a meal, specifically when resistant starch is at least 14% over total starch. So I think this is a very good opportunity to enhance also the market of functional foods, eventually, specifically for the pasta sector, as our paper suggests. And of course, so this is important for broaden the consumer's choice for healthier foods.
So from a consumer's point of view, I'm aware that there's a lot of information about eating carbohydrate foods is bad for your health because it increases your weight and all that sort of thing. But you're saying that these starches can reduce or lower the glucose in your body, so prevent that from happening.
Yes.
but also act as fiber,
Yes.
which is good for you.
Yes, yes, exactly. There are both mechanisms. So also some studies explore the effect of resistant starch, for example, on gut health.
Yeah, yeah.
So an important part regarding resistant starches that can be conveyed in both whole grain but also refined flours, because it's in the endosperm.
Yes.
So
yes,
this very multiple applications definitely can be an important point, of course, to improve the market of functional foods.
So looking forwards to applying your knowledge now into the food industry,
Yes.
you've done it to pasta, but could you, where could this help with
Yes.
the food industry in general?
Yes, we explore high amino sweets in general regarding the technological characteristics, and we saw that this type of cereals present very different technological quality compared to normal genotypes. So this affects, for example, the water absorption of the dough, or for example, when also studying the dough in terms of alveographic parameters, or also there is a completely different starch gelatinization dynamic. So of course, these are all aspects that are very important for food industry, for millers, for example, for producers of bakery products. So of course, our knowledge and our published research highlight the need, of course, to adapt some technological the technological process to enhance also the applicability of these types of wheat. So it's important. So the key message is high amino wheat can definitely improve in general, can support a healthier diet, but still from a technological point of view there is need to pay attention to the process.
Okay, so if you were summarizing your paper, which you've done a little bit there, if you were summarizing your paper to someone just out in the streets,
Yes.
a normal person, not like us,
Yes.
who would you, how would you, and pretend the camera is that normal person, how would you summarize your work?
Okay, so high amylose wheat can definitely improve the nutritional quality of pasta, specifically regarding the possibility to lower the glycemic index of the product. But at the same time, a little bit differently from bread, for pasta making there is need of a little bit more attention to the process.
Okay, well, Elisa, thank you very much for spending some time with us today.
Thank you.
We'll enjoy a cup of coffee and
Yes.
a cup of tea. I'll send the link to the paper of Elisa regarding the high amylose starch and starch and glycemic work at the end in the comments section of this video. But for now, shall we enjoy this cup of tea and continue?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.